But okay, I have Julie. Introduce yourself, Julie, to everyone.
Hello, Julie. I am from Lecturas and Readings by Julie. I am back and with the one crispy
bacon.
The one crispy bacon. He invited me again, and every time he invites me, I am not saying no. Listen, I will figure it out. I'm going to be here.
I know, and we never follow the script.
Ever.
I know we were just talking to him.
We were chit-chatting, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. And we were I'm always annoyingly like, don't forget, end of the year. Don't forget to do blank, XYZ.
You do. And I was going to ask you, so you know how so many different cultures have so many different traditions at the end of the year? Mm-hmm. Like, I think some Latin cultures, I don't know if it's in other cultures, where people grab their suitcase and run around the house for New Year's or run around the block.
So I think that what you're discussing would be like New Year rituals or habits or little things to attract success. The conversation you and I had was about, I believe that December is an ideal month to get rid of anything that you're struggling with, anything that's burdening you, anything that, it's like, I always think of December as unblocking us and in preparation for New Year. And then New Year, I think of celebration. But let's go back to that.
When you're saying getting rid of everything, do you even mean people, friends, relationships? Come on, let's talk about this. Let's get it going.
Yeah, I'm visual, so I would start with literal, like clutter, clothing we don't need, old dishes, old pots and pans that we know we don't want them anymore. Cleaning out our space. I know I've done this for years. Let me diet. January 1st, I'm going to really watch. We were talking about diets right before. I think December is the best time. The mindset is to get rid of bad habits, late snacking, being hard on yourself, being overly critical, responding to people that don't have the best intentions.
That's mean, Okay, so let me ask you, what is Julie going to do for this year?
What? I've never stopped. I'm terrible. I'm not going to say terrible, but I never stop. I believe it or not, I was thinking about this on the way over here because I thought, okay, we get excited about the new year, and I hear this often from people that I talk to and consult with. And I hear them very motivated January, February, and then March and April, they start trickling off. And then they'll come back like after summer, like, oh no, and they're really hard on themselves. I didn't do my cleansings anymore. I stopped my, candle burning, whatever. I like to look at, and you may understand this, every month could be like a new year.
But what is Julie going to do?
Specifically?
Yes.
In December or January?
December, preparing for January,
so
New Year.
Every month, every day in December, I purposely clean something and declutter something, and it could be something so minimal like my purse, my glove compartment. And the mindset is, I don't need this, doesn't serve a purpose for me, I don't want it in my space, I don't want it crowding me. And I purposely make an effort to not be overly critical of myself or too harsh on myself.
That's all of us.
And then absorb other, I do a lot of cleansings. End of the year cleansings are ideally to remove all the negativity we dealt with this year. And normally for the last couple of months, I've struggled a little bit with my cleansings.
Why?
I start feeling it. You guys give me nightmares, or I start feeling physically weak. I've been okay.
So can I ask you, what are you picking up from me? Because I told you earlier, I said there's something in your eyes today. So what are you picking up? Or on the way here, do you pick up something? What happens? Because we never go on script.
Right.
So what do you pick up? Like,
It's funny that you say that, because on the way over here, I was like, we're going to get off topic. So I need to have a guideline, because we're going to be like all over the place.
We are.
I just get excited to see you.
Yeah, me too.
We chit-chat about fun stuff.
Everything.
I know. So I'm like, oh no, we're not. Listen, we're on our own now. No one's going to hold us accountable. We're just going to be all over but I hope they enjoy it. It's a genuine conversation.
It is. I know. And there's so many other podcasts out there. But I think with ours, it's because we're genuine. And maybe that's why we don't have that many followers. I know, but I'm hoping for the new year I'm going to have more followers. But okay.
We're not hoping, we're manifesting.
We're manifesting. You know what? I'm going to start saying that, because have you seen the new season of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I have.
The new girl, she's a manifestation for money. And I was like, we got to start manifesting, because I need money right now.
Do you like it? Do you like the new one?
No, it's boring.
You don't like it?
No, it's boring.
Huh.
I really do. I feel like it's boring. I want to see more of the new girl. I can't remember her name. I think it's Amanda.
I don't remember her name either.
I want to see her. I want to see more of her.
Kyle looks amazing. Whatever she had done, it's incredibly discreet and beautiful. I know you don't love her. I'm talking about her physical appearance.
No. She looks good. She's
looks
gotten work
beautiful,
done.
younger.
But what I'm saying, no, and I can't say it because I can do this for views, and then we'll get canceled in a heartbeat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but I was like, Kyle, why are you wearing that? And then you're looking for men. but that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But yeah, for the last episode. But I don't know. I feel like she's just doing it for clout. The whole, I'm open to dating men and women.
Right.
So I'm not a fan of hers because I feel like
There's not a lot of sincerity.
there's no sincerity.
Right.
I could understand people can go, it's called late in life, gay or lesbian.
Okay.
That's completely acceptable. I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like you're doing it only for a storyline.
Do you believe that it happens later in life, or do you think that they accept it later in life?
I think they accept it later in life and they come into it later in life because they lived long enough to realize, you know what, I can find happiness in this other aspect.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Right.
So that's why I never judge anybody that's like, oh, I was married for 30 years now. I'm so and so. I'm like, all right, well, go for it.
Be happy.
Enjoy it. Be happy. Enjoy yourself. Because I personally can say now that I'm getting older, I have less time for BS. I don't have time for listening to someone else. We've talked about this. People that just want to give you some problems.
Right.
Or now that I'm older, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, maybe, hey, I used to be so judgmental when I was younger or so critical. Now I'm just like, if it makes you happy, live it.
Right. Right.
So, okay, back to the New Year's because we're jumping off topic. Okay.
Of course.
Okay, the rituals. What ritual is Julie going to do? What do you recommend, especially with everything? And I always bring this up to you because you're very intuitive. With everything going on right now in life, what do you think it's the best? I mean, I know you offer the cleansing, but for someone that is struggling,
right?
Let's say that they're struggling either financially or emotionally, because that's the majority of what everybody struggles with. It's either emotional or financial.
Okay.
What do you think people should be doing in December?
So in December, I would suggest that you really take some time to analyze whether it's something that's manageable or something that you can actually influence. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and you feel like it's more than one area in your life, break it down, tackle it. Try to get the emotion out of it a little bit. Like, don't be so affected by your emotion. Look at it more as a task. Sometimes it'll help me if I look at my struggles as if I were someone else or a separate person, so I'm not so emotional about it. And then I always suggest use all of your tools: prayer, cleansing, reaching out to people. That's been so challenging for me because I'm a know-it-all, so I figure it out. And I'm blessed to have so many contacts. And I'm smiling at you because you bail me out all the time. And I hate bugging people, but this is something that maybe this will resonate for you. I always think of the new year beginnings and success, and I want growth and love and health and et cetera. Like we're blessed to have. And I think, well, if I want change, don't I have to change? If I continue my same way of doing things because that's what I do, how do I expect a change to happen miraculously?
Yes, but the problem there is I get mad when you don't reach out to me.
Really?
I don't get mad, I get hurt.
Oh.
Because I know last week you didn't reach out to me, and I was like, I could have done that for her.
I probably get busy.
No, you didn't want to reach out.
No, I don't like to bug you, and I'm a little bit of a know-it-all, and I feel like sometimes, and this is challenging for me as well. Why are we talking about challenges, Lord?
Because it's the end of the year and we're facing challenges because we want to start off with a clean slate in January because everybody wants to do a clean slate in January. I say clean slates always every day.
I agree.
But okay, continue.
So let me get back to answer your question. So what do? I cleanse my space. I declutter daily. I mindfully declutter. When I have some free time and I'm driving or just, washing dishes or doing a little something, I'm focusing on anything negative that's been sent my way, or envy, or, someone's competition, or it's not welcome in my space. I just don't want it in my space. And I purposely focus on getting rid of it. Let's see, what's something else that I do? I do my prayers at my front door at least once a week. I mindfully try to go outdoors. I'll be honest, sometimes I don't. I walk to the mailbox. I'll take the long way back and just disconnect a little bit. I always say dust yourself outdoors, recite a short prayer, look at it like a recharge, and look at every day. I know this sounds so cheesy, but every day, we're alive. You're alive. My mother would always say, todo tiene remedio menos la muerte.
That's true.
So if we can tackle it, there are some crazy things we have to deal with.
And by the way, everything has a solution except death.
Everything has a solution except for death. But I always suggest, and I hope this resonates with someone, when you're feeling really consumed by a struggle, when you do the maps and you make it bigger, just do that a little bit. You're hyper focused on that. Just pull back a little bit. Some stuff you may just have to deal with. God forbid you're sentenced to jail, or you've been deported, or you've lost your job. If these are things that you cannot go back in time to change, my suggestion is let's put the emotion a little bit on the back and let's tackle the struggle. Can I fix it? Can I improve it? If the answer is no, well, then how can I make it a little better? Or what do I need to focus on now? Because time keeps going and life, I know this sounds harsh, but it's not going to stop for your problems.
Can I tell you, I know what you're saying, but to add on to that, what I tell myself in those situations, I'm like, I can't say it all, but I'll say, oh, well, 2 tears in a bucket. And we'll finish it off there.
Right.
You know that one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you were bringing that up. You're bringing up getting rid of things, decluttering, and avoiding people.
Mindset, being hard on ourselves, money. And this is a challenging one for me. I need to stop overspending, or I need to be cautious of my spending, or I need to not mindlessly spend, or,
But what if you want to treat yourself? Because
no problem.
Give yourself a treat.
Absolutely. But to be honest with you, there are things that maybe we all do that, like the cup of coffee or the expensive nail, whatever. By the way, my ADD is kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the TikTok nail situation here in our area?
No, what's going on?
It's a big chain, a nail place that is really overpriced. People are upset.
The one with the big signs?
Well, they're everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, I know which one they're talking about.
They're canceling them out.
Sounds like a limousine.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they're being canceled out.
Well,
Why?
that's what everyone's saying, because they're so crazy expensive.
That's not following on my TikTok algorithm. Right now what's going on is, well, it's already dying down, but I just started watching the P. Diddy documentary. Have you seen it?
Yes.
You saw it?
Yes.
I haven't finished watching it.
Yes.
But I'm just like, I'm so proud of 50 Cent.
He's so messy.
Is it 50 Cent or 50 cents? I don't know. Curtis Jackson.
What is your opinion of P. Diddy?
P. Diddy, I will say this. So the person who inspired me to do this podcast, Wendy Williams, would always say she never trusted him. And she would always drop hints in her talk show.
So she probably heard or knew a little insight.
She knew because she was in the radio and stuff. And I know, and I followed Wendy Williams when she was on the radio. I think she was at 95.7 in New York. I may be wrong. But not only that, now after watching the documentary, I'm angry because I remember when P. Diddy came out dancing on the stage for I think it was the VMAs after Biggie had gotten shot and killed. And I thought to myself, that's a good friend. And I'm like,
now you know the backstory.
Yeah,
he was just,
and then you made his estate pay for the funeral. Like, que poca madre. Like, seriously, that's your best friend. How would you do something like that?
It's greed.
So,
it's power.
I haven't finished watching it.
Power corrupts.
That's true. But I haven't finished watching it, so please don't.
Okay, I won't.
Because right now I just finished watching the Stranger Things. And then I saw how everybody was like, Will has powers. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it. I want to. I know. I hear it. I hear really cool things.
I was really bored with the first 2 episodes. And then the episode 3 and 4 when the mom, the 80s mom, who I think, I can't remember her name right now. I can't think. But was it Karen, I think? She's Nancy's mom. She starts fighting the Vecna or the demon god or whatever, and I was like, okay, now it's getting better. But okay, let's
cute.
We're diverting, but no. But when she started fighting back, I was like, that's kick ass. That's
and
badass.
let me not forget this: when you clean your home or clean your business, I always tell you start from the back towards the front with the intention to get rid of anything negative. I always suggest that you clean your front door, inside and out, with the intention this specifically month to get rid of anything negative. And you can even do that the last week of each month if you'd like.
Can I talk to you about something? I'm going to bring it up because I don't want to forget and I'm really focused.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, especially November, it starts off with the holidays, right? We're right now in the big scheme of things of holidays, family. But we know families not all family members and not all families, but some families don't have the best intentions.
Okay.
So what do you recommend there? Because I feel like I would say seek therapy, speak to a certified or a licensed specialist for that. But you're right now you're bringing
spiritually speaking, I would suggest if you're in that space, recite a prayer before, carry mindfully something to protect you in that space. I'm obsessed with obsidian at the moment, and I always feel like we need to have a balance in our lives. Obsidian is dark. Black, so I would suggest maybe counter it with an opposite color like a white or a red. But if you're going to be in that space, I would suggest obsidian, a white quartz, maybe a pink quartz, but something that's in contrast. I'm
asking in layman's terms, what's obsidian?
Obsidian is a stone. It protects you from negativity. I'm sorry, I just assumed.
No. That's
I'm obsessed with it. It's been around forever.
Okay,
but I'm obsessed with it at the moment.
Obsidian.
I'll gift you one.
Okay.
Wear a crucifix. Wear an image of a saint that you're devout to. Put your mental and emotional armor on. And I hate to say that because I feel like now we're on defense. You know, we're invoking something negative, not necessarily, but if you know you are going to be in a space that's not really positive and persons maybe don't have the best intentions, by logic, limit the amount of time that you're there. Allow your body, I did a TikTok on this, allow your body to be your guard. So, you know, like turn away from them, avoid them a little bit. Don't be nervous about disengaging with those persons. Why? Because I don't want that energy in my space. It's not welcome in my space. If you feel uncomfortable, listen to your intuition. Don't allow yourself to be treated or someone in your family to be treated poorly. Just disengage. It's not always our responsibility to have other people change. I am not cool and I don't 100% agree with call them out, you know, tell them, you know, they say something nasty, say something back. I feel like tennis, it's a waste of time and energy.
Are you picking this up right now from me?
No, I'm just, it's weird.
No, because
I'm
it
looking,
just happened the other night.
Really? Did it?
It happened the other night. So I had a family member who called me. I haven't spoken to this person in over 20 years.
Mm-mm.
And they called me on WhatsApp. So I was like, all right, it's an emergency.
Mm-mm.
De Monterrey.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just, and you know, usually I would be the person be like, you know what, F off, this and that. I'll just go off, like just let loose and tell you how it is and everything. And
probably in response to that person's issues and what they've done to you in the past.
Well, he's never done anything bad, but with my family, and I say this, and I don't know if anyone has done this before. With family, I'm more vocal.
Okay.
With family, I'm more honest. Okay. Not with friends, I'll be more considerate of their feelings. If it's family, I'm like, shut up, you know you did that. Like, I'm just real straightforward. Like, I cut throat. And he was just saying these things to me. But the funny thing is, and I'll say this, it was confidence. He was saying that I was spoiled. He was saying that I am very dramatic. And I was like, okay, what's wrong with a little drama? I'm like, you're a drama. You're in theater. What you know, come on, buddy. And then he was saying all these negative things. And you just said it right now. Instead of me fighting back, I just sat there. In Spanish, it's me hice loco y aplaudí. I was just like, you know, basically I was just clapping and agreeing. I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah. And it was like, first I was in the middle of the night. I was like, I thought it was an emergency. He was trying to talk to me about how much he misses me. I'm like, okay.
But he attacks you.
He was attacking me. And then I told myself, number one.
Misery likes company, Eric.
That's the thing. And these were the three things. And I want people to know this. And I don't know why. I know we're supposed to be focused. We're staying on track. But this is what I told myself. And this for anyone that's dealing with family right now. Remember, if they start attacking, where do they hear it from? Where are they getting this perception of you? Number two, where are they getting that perception? Number three, did you hurt this person? I didn't hurt anyone. Right. I don't know where he's getting this gossip about me. Right. Because he was even like, I heard you were married. And I was like, okay. Where? I've never, no one in my family went to my wedding. So I was like, all right. So I'm like, you're getting this from someone. And I'm like, that's your perception. That's what they told you. That's your perception. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm moving on.
Did you end the conversation with him or did you?
No, I just let him keep rambling on. And then it was like almost 1 a.m. and I said, oh, you know what? I'm like, well, you told me you had a meeting tomorrow. So let's go ahead and just end this call. I'm like, we'll just talk later. Good to hear from you. And I hung up. And I just told myself, is it lingering on me? No. Because I told myself, I didn't cause any of this. Right. I didn't say anything to this person.
So it's not my issue.
Correct. Yeah. When I know 100% the facts that I've never been mean to you or I never said anything about you and we've never had a fight in our lives. You know, we're cousin. It was a cousin. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to set you free.
Let it go.
You want to think that about me? Go for it. You know, you want to think I'm like this low down, dirty, spoiled brat? Go for it, buddy. Yeah. You know, and then and I thought it was going to be a sentimental, emotional phone conversation because he just lost his mother. His aunt, that's my aunt. Okay. Who just passed. Remember I told you how like 5 people
So he's not happy, he's going through hardship and he's looking to spread it a little bit.
I don't know if he wanted
Did you give him, by the way, did you give him his condolences?
I did. Okay. I did. I said, I'm so sorry. I know it's really hurtful right now. I even asked him, I was like, I know this time of year, it's a family time. How are you holding up? Right. And I was trying to be there for him, but he just came like, he came with a mission. Right. And I just told myself, and I'm saying this for anyone, don't take it. Don't take it. And I agree. Feel like if you go around family.
Coworkers too.
Oh boy. Let's go with that one too.
Messy coworkers. I'm hearing that a lot.
Yes, it's messy coworkers. Are you hearing that from me or from
no,
other
I'm
people?
hearing
From
it
other
often
clients?
from
Yeah.
clients.
So and we had this discussion on the last podcast.
I don't have any coworkers.
Oh,
It's just me.
you're like
I
that's
have
my.
I have
you're
an
like,
internal battle on occasion.
You're like, that's why I'm self-employed. I'm like, I wrote myself up for being late the other day. No, but I have that happens at my job.
It gets lonely though. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yes.
I put on podcasts in the background like white noise.
Do you really?
I do, and then I hear him, and I will say this, and I hope I don't take it wrong. So I listen to Carlos King because he's a producer for The Housewives. But I really am now listening more to a lot to Kempire. He talks a lot, but I like it because he touches on other things as well.
Okay.
And he actually interacts with other people. He has people call into his show, and I'm like, I put that in the background so I don't feel alone because I'm working from the from home in the home office, and no one's around, the door's closed, I'm typing up. But yeah, no. So what I was saying, messy coworkers.
Yeah.
That's happening a lot lately. But I feel like it's because of the end of the year, the way the economy is. People are, anywhere you work with, either.
But remind yourself,
it's
not a responsibility to fix anyone. And,
no, you're there just to clock in, clock out, do your job, and just go home.
You have to have that mentality.
And I actually brought that up to somebody that's above me, but not in my department. I said, I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, who's signing off? Who's issuing the direct deposit? Like, I'm like, who's signing off and approving our timesheets? I'm not going to sit here and worry about what so-and-so's thinking about me.
Right. And it's a never-ending negative cycle. It's some people it's never enough. So when you were talking about your family member, hopefully that's not the case. But sometimes we'll put up with it.
Read it for me right now.
Thinking like they're going to stop or, they're going to get out of their system. Sometimes there isn't an end. And sometimes it's just smarter to just disengage. Wish them well. Karma.
Yeah, exactly. I do. I wish them well.
Wish them well, disengage.
I will. That's what I did. And no, because the funniest thing is, and I know I'm jumping off track. The funniest thing he said, I said, how do you feel because your mom passed away? And he's like, well, I took care of her, so I'm fine. And I was like, I understand that. And then he came around.
On defense.
He got defensive. Yeah. And he goes, well, what did you do? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, my mom passed away like over 20-something years ago.
Right.
And I said, but the thing that I tell everyone is no matter who talks about me in my family, no matter what they say, I don't care. Why? Because I even brought you up. That's the thing. I brought you up. Because he was like, "What do you talk to your mom daily?" And I was like, "Not every day," but I'm like, when I was very sick, and she, both her and I had the same illness, I would be like, "Oh, you mean woman, you left me with this illness. I know you're laughing at me because that's how you were." And then he would be like, "Well, she wasn't that mean," and I'm like, "Why talk to her?" That's the thing. But that's the way me and my mom, our relationship was.
Right.
And then I said, "But the good thing," and he goes, "Well, did you have peace?" And I said, I do have peace.
It sounds like he's kind of searching in you for himself.
Yeah, I think so because he was like, well, did you have peace? And I said, I do have peace because my mom was dying. I said, I was able to speak to her before she passed away. And I said, I forgive you for what you've done to me, but I'm also asking you to forgive me for what I've done to you.
Okay.
So because I'm asking for forgiveness and I'm giving her forgiveness, I'm like, we're at peace. Yeah. We're good to go.
Let it go.
Let it go. I'm at peace with that. And I don't know why with him, he was bringing all this up to me and I was just like, pues que pedo? Like, where's this coming from?
Sounds like he was in pain. Sounds like he was going through something.
So?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
We'll talk afterwards because there's more of that. No, te voy a contar el chisme. Te cuento el chisme después. All right, so that's what I was saying. So around with people, family, and you were saying you're bringing up coworkers, which is a really good point. What are you hearing lately?
People are messy, and I hear a lot of second guessing yourself. I feel like they don't have good intentions. I feel like they're bringing me down. I feel like they're reporting me. If you sense it, just disengage. Keep your focus on what you're there for. It's not a barbecue. It's not a hangout. Be cordial. It's in your best interest to be cordial. Sometimes we face challenges that allow us to grow, even not the fun ones. Let it become a challenge, right? And then just let it go. Keep your focus. Clock in, clock out, make your money. If it's something that it's just disrupting your peace, what do I always say? Let's look for other options.
You have told me
Always look for other options. Don't allow yourself to sit still. Remember, this time and when we're transitioning to a new year, we want growth. So we want change. And of course, January, we do all sorts of cool stuff. So when you mentioned the suitcase, so it's a tradition in Hispanic cultures where on the first day of the year or at midnight, traditionally, people take their suitcase and walk around the block. And that the intention is that this year you're opening the energy to travel often.
Well, I'm in a cul-de-sac, so I don't know how I'm going to do that because I'm going to have to go.
People eat lentils.
Yeah. Okay. So that's another thing
beans,
because
something with abundance.
yeah, because some people eat black eyed beans. I know that's a typical Southern culture. I don't know if it's where, but I know it's
I know
a
in
cultural
Mexico
thing.
they do lentejas.
Yeah, because that's what Omar was saying too. He's like in lentejas in Venezuela. They do lentejas. They put them in their pocket
Anything
too.
with abundance, I would suggest that you eat on the first.
Okay.
And the intention behind it's not that they're magical lentils or magical beans, except rice, whatever. But we're looking at this. I would suggest, look how appreciative I am that I'm able to have this for my body.
Well, that's my daily prayer.
And then I want even, I'm manifesting. Let's go back to the real house. We're manifesting growth and abundance.
We're manifesting all that right now.
And then you said that they put it in their pocket.
Yeah, the uncooked ones.
For how long?
The whole day. Just for the evening.
Okay. And then what do they do with it at the end?
Look, I was going to say in Spanish, it was like lo botan. They just throw it away, but they don't throw it in the trash can. They throw it away outside the house.
Okay.
Just, no, what about the grapes? Can you have grapes? I can have grapes.
Yes, absolutely.
You can have grapes?
Yeah.
I can't because of the skin.
Oh, we'll just cut them in half or cut them.
No, because I know
that's
that's also the 12 grapes.
For a wish.
Yes.
1 wish per grape.
How does that go? Because I've never done it.
So you eat your grape and you ask for something specific for each grape. Like this year I want health. This year I want my family to be united. This year, whatever. Like whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're invoking.
Okay.
People put the little sheep. In Mexico, they put the little sheep at the entrance to a home or business.
Really?
The intention is the sheep represents Christ and Jesus and the nativity, and they place it at the entrance as a biblical reminder. And we also want abundance.
Okay.
You know what I've been thinking about doing, and I've been playing around with the idea, and it's so simple. Get yourself a little clear container, maybe a little glass container or plastic container, and fill it up with 7 different items, almost like each little section of items that represent abundance. A little bit of lentils, a little bit of beans, a little bit of rice, a little bit of quinoa, like different 7. Be creative. Tie it up maybe with a red bow or a gold and silver bow and place it near the entrance of your home. And I would suggest near a mirror if possible.
Let's capitalize on this.
And that's for abundance the whole year.
Let's capitalize this. What is it? Today is the 20th. You got 10 days. They can come to your shop and you can sell them to them.
I haven't. I'm doing it for myself. And I'm listen. A lot of stuff I think like, well, anybody can do it. But it's funny you bring that up because people will ask me, well, can't you do it for me? Fine, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, and cobrales for a little fee. No, but that's so good. Funny. That's good. No, because I feel like
keep it at the entrance to your home or your business.
Okay, no, because I was saying I'd rather have you do it because I feel like I would mess it up.
No, you won't.
No, I will. I will mess it up. I really have.
If you light your money candles, the first week of January, I would suggest, before I forget, because I want you to do this, get a clear or white plate, place your candle in the middle of the plate, place a full body picture of yours in front of the candle. You're always standing up. And then place 3 abundance offerings around it. So like raw beans, raw rice, raw lentils, whatever.
And what is a money candle?
A green. It could be any green, blue, or colorful candle as long as it's new. It could be a scented candle if you choose to, but you're invoking abundance and success in finances.
Okay, and then what if you use a white candle? What's the deal with the candles?
A white candle usually is to open your path or protect you.
Okay.
But we want abundance, so I would suggest something bright and colored, nothing black. Okay. I would choose a color you're drawn to. I think of green, yellow.
Green and purple for me.
There you go.
And then you put lentils, rice.
Put 3 offerings around the candle as when you have it lit. I would suggest something in a glass. Ideally not a candle without a glass, like not an individual stick candle, and place it around it as an offering and leave that near the entrance or on your kitchen table or in your kitchen. And that's for success and money and all kind of good stuff.
And you always tell me that the kitchen is the money.
Yes.
And you always say that it's for me.
Right.
And that's why I'm always like.
Well, when I do your monthly reading, and I offer those every first week of the month. I just had someone ask me. I do those only the first week of the month.
Yes.
But I kind of look at I send you a picture of it, and I kind of look at your, like a little map of you, and I kind of feel where I think you need to dedicate time and energy to your home. It almost looks like you're going to have a really good connection there. So let's take advantage of that.
Okay, but that's not just for me. That's anybody else. Like, for example, if it's somebody like Susan Doe, you pick up that her living room's her area. Got it. Okay,
right.
So you're saying
sometimes I'll pick up their outside, their bedroom. I may pinpoint that it's not great, and I want you to tend to that area, or I may pinpoint there's a lot of strength in that space in your home, so I really want you to charge up. Kind of depends on what I see in your reading, your monthly reading.
Mine is a kitchen. But the funny thing is baking, I'm good. But when it's cooking, I burn everything down.
You don't love it?
No, it's not that. It's just I have ADD. So
So you get distracted.
I did like one day. I burnt tortillas one time.
Uh-huh.
I did. Was it it was the tortillas because I was putting them on the comal and then I walked away and I started washing dishes. And I completely
Oh,
forgot
my
the
Lord.
smoke and I was like, oh snap, la tortilla se me quemó.
Oh my
The
goodness.
tortilla was burnt because I was like washing dishes. So yeah.
Oh, which makes me think of another thing I'm going to do. I'm telling you, I'm always all over the place. I'm doing stuff all year.
Yeah.
And I assume that y'all know. And that's my mistake. Or I assume that if I tell y'all do it. So now I'm learning and I'm allowing myself to verbalize it. And I know it sounds like a know-it-all, but I'm just telling you stuff that I do and stuff that comes to me and I'm just sharing with it. Listen, it's good karma. I'm not going to gatekeep. Right?
Okay.
I'm putting it out there. Listen, I'm putting it out there. God knows my intentions are good. Bring me blessings.
I like when you say that. When you say God knows my intentions are good because it's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope that people sense that when it's when I talk to someone or do a reading, I
Yes.
hear, it's really sweet when they contact me like off of social media. And I curiously ask, why did you agree to come? I mean, there's so many people. Why me? And they'll say something so cute. They're like, I just feel like you would tell me like it is, or I feel like I could trust you. And that makes me happy, whether it's true or not, because that's always what I think. My intention is that it serves a purpose for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm almighty, whatever. I just feel like if I'm blessed to have
you
little bit.
you never give the almighty vibe. You always give a vibe. You're trying to give somebody guidance.
Right.
You never do as I say.
Yeah, no.
Because you even offer different options
Yeah.
too. You're like, oh no, if you can do this, we'll substitute with this.
And when people talk to other intuitives or spiritual or whatever, I'm like, that's your thing.
And I will say this.
I'm not territorial.
Okay, no, but when you and I, we've done it where you're like, hey, go find out what this person's doing. And I've gone, I don't like when I go see another intuitive person or someone they call themselves psychic and they're like, you have to send me the money now.
No.
If you don't send it by
Please
today,
don't.
it's not going to happen. And I'm like,
We talked about this in a previous podcast,
Yeah,
but please
it's a
stop.
scam. It's a scam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, no. But you never give off that high almighty, I'm better than you.
Good.
Or
I'm human, just like you.
Como una diosa, no. You
No.
always give like, hey, you need to do this because this is what's going to happen.
And people do get a little power trip off of this stuff.
Really?
Yes. Because they can sense things. They feel like they can manipulate things.
Some of your clients do.
I mean, just remind yourself what I put out there. I'm going to get back. Karma.
No, but you know what I'm saying, right?
What?
Some of your clients will come back and be like, well, Julie said this is going to happen to me and not to you. And I'll be like, okay. And then again, I don't talk to you about it because I'm just like, it's that person. Like,
and just remind yourself, if and when that ever happens, and maybe it is the case, blessings are limitless.
But my thing is, I see it
What's the intent?
Yes, but I'm like, well, that's your life.
Yeah.
And this is my life.
Right.
So
that's your journey. This is my journey.
Exactly.
Our paths are crisscrossing.
And maybe they go away. They separate.
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.